My name is Aira. And for the longest time, I believed love was something you give away, even if it leaves you empty. I'm not the kind of woman who falls easily. I observe, I listen, I stay quiet. But when I love deeply, loyally, and without conditions. I never imagined that the person who would teach me my greatest lesson in love would be my best friend. We met when life was simple. No expectations, no more pressure, just laughter, late night talks, and the comfort of knowing someone understood me without explanation. He knew my fears, my dreams, my weakest moments. I knew his silences, his humor, his wounds. Somewhere between shared secrets and unspoken promises, I fell in love. I didn't plan it. I didn't want it, but my heart chose him anyway. I loved him quietly. I was there when he was tired of the world. I supported his dreams when no one else believed in him. I listened when he talked about love, never realizing he was never talking about me. I convinced myself that being close to him was enough, that one day he would see me the way I saw him. I waited. I waited while hiding my feelings behind jokes and smiles. I waited while he leaned on my shoulder and talked about the women he liked. Every time, my heart broke a little, but I stayed. I thought love meant endurance. I thought loyalty meant staying, even when it hurt. I thought that by giving him all of me, I was showing him the truest form of love. Then one day, he told me he had met someone. She was beautiful, confident, and sure of herself. And just like that, I became invisible. The late night calls stopped. The messages became shorter. The space between us grew wider, and I was left standing in the place where I used to belong. I smiled and congratulated him. I told him I was happy for him. That night, I cried harder than I ever had before. Not because he chose someone else, but because I realized I had never chosen myself. Loving him cost me pieces of who I was. I questioned my worth. I compared myself. I wondered why I wasn't enough. I replayed every memory, searching for signs that maybe I had imagined everything. I felt replaced, forgotten, and foolish for loving someone who never promised me anything. The worst part wasn't losing him. It was losing myself in the process. I had built my happiness around someone who was never meant to be my home. Healing didn't happen overnight. It came in quiet mornings where I forced myself out of bed, in nights where I chose not to message him, in moments where I allowed myself to feel the pain without running from it. I started doing things alone, things I used to wait for him to do with me. I learned how to sit with my sadness instead of begging it to leave. Slowly, I remembered who I was before I loved him. One day, I looked at myself in the mirror and asked, "Why did you accept less than you deserved?" That question changed everything. I began choosing myself. I set boundaries. I stopped romanticizing pain. I stopped waiting for someone to choose me when I could choose myself first. I learned that love should never require you to shrink, beg, or stay silent. I learned that real love doesn't make you feel replaceable. It's a hard lesson, but it's a necessary one. If you're going through something similar, please know that your feelings are valid. You are not alone. And if you ever feel overwhelmed, reaching out for help is a sign of incredible strength. Today, I am still Aira. I still love deeply, but now I love wisely. I still care, but I no longer abandon myself for anyone. I no longer measure my worth by who stays or leaves. I understand that some people come into our lives not to stay, but to teach us. Losing him broke me, but finding myself saved me. If this story resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories about healing and self-discovery. Thank you for listening.